Hello everyone. So the purpose of this video is to be quick, just a quite short recap and revision of what we have covered in sets, okay, in the sets chapter. So let's discuss a few of those problems, and if you want to pause now and try to do those yourself, that's perfectly fine, and then you can watch the working out later. Okay, so first one, explain why 1.3 is a rational number. Now, rational numbers, they are numbers that can be written as a fraction. So can I write 1.3 as a fraction? Absolutely. I can write this as 13 over 10. And 13 is an integer, and 10 is an integer, right? It's a natural number, so it's also an integer. So I can write this number, 1.3, as the ratio of two integers. So that's why it's a rational number. Now, true or false? Root of 4,000 is a rational number. So that's only going to be true if we can get a number out of this square roots, and we shouldn't have any surds. So if we have surds, it's not a rational number, because then we cannot write it as a fraction, and therefore it's not. Okay, this is the rational number, if you guys don't remember. Now, root of 4,000, what we have to do, we have to factorize. So 4,000 we can divide by 2, 2,000 by 2, 1,000 by... Now, we can take some larger numbers as well, right? So for example 10, and then I would have 100, and 10 again, and 10. Now if you analyze, I've got 2 squared, 10 squared, and I'll have another 2 times 5, which is this 10 here. So root of 4,000 can be rewritten as root of 2 squared times 10 squared times 10. Right? Those are the factors that we have found here. And we can get those two out of the root. So we can rewrite this as 2 times 10 root of 10. So that's 20 root of 10. And we cannot extract anything from the square root, so this is a surd. And therefore, since it's a surd, it's not a member of the rational numbers. So, false. Letter C. List the set of all prime numbers between 20 and 40. So, set of all prime numbers between 20 and 40. So we have to check prime numbers. They are numbers that can only be divided by themselves and 1. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So this is actually 29. 27 is divisible by 3. Right? 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's it. So 23, 29, 31, 37. This is the set with all prime numbers between 20 and 40. Letter D. Write a statement describing the meaning of this here. So we've got t, and t is between -1 and 3. So how could we write this? Well, this is the set of all real t's. Since nothing said, we can assume that t is a real number, right? Since it's omitted, so all real t such that. So this beginning here is just that, the set of all real t's, and this is the real t, such that t lies between -1 and 3, and including someone, right? Including -1. And that's how it's done. Letter E. We've got an interval here, and we're being asked to write this in interval notation. So we're going from 0 to 5. However, 0 is not included. It's not painted, it's not shaded, it's not filled in. This one's filled in. This is black, isn't it? This is white, so white is not included. So we could just, well, it's the set of all real x's, right? So we're filling everything in between, so we have all the numbers in between. So it's the set of all real x's such that x lies between 0 and 5, including 5. Easy, isn't it? Now, the last one. The last one is sketch this number set. So we've got x such that x lies between -2 and 3, and x is an integer. So the difference to the number line that we had before is that now this number line is not going to be filled in completely. Since we're only working with integer numbers, we'll skip what's in between. We only have whole numbers. Okay, so let's say, yes. Oh, let me just read through this. Oh, that's awful. Okay, so, so let's label a few things. Okay, so what if this is 0? This is going to be 1, 2, 3. Right, there would be 4, 5, doesn't matter. And now here, -1, -2, -3. Since it's integers, we have to go negative as well. Now the point is, we are starting at 2 and including 2, and we're stopping at 3. And since it's integers, we will only have those whole numbers. So we will only fill in, let me put a different color here so it's more obvious. You will only fill in the points which are integers. So this is all the way from -2 to 3, which are the numbers that you have here, right? -2 is this, and -3 is this. And there you go.